Yes. Let me check once again on YouTube. I think it goes already. Hey, 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 hey. And yeah, it should be in. Yeah, okay. We're in live. Hello, everyone. Briefly, I will introduce as usual myself because here today we have other speakers. They will talk a little bit about their projects later. Friends, again, welcome. Today we are holding our next speech day within the closed Telegram channel of DDAO Hunters with support from Pro Blockchain Media. Now, in this intro from me, I will explain everything, how it will be go today, so that the participants and viewers understand how it will be. My name is Rick. I'm a CEO of the DAO Hunters, which is not custodial multi-platform powered by DAO governance with several internal tools and services. As a part of today's speech, we will see 3 wonderful projects that will share their products in Web3 within 15 minutes. If a project does not fit into the provided time, I will interrupt it. After the presentation, we will ask the projects 2-3 questions from the community within like just 5 minutes. It is really important today for viewers to be active today because the teams have prepared some prizes for you. There will be 3 prizes in total for the top 3 questions, so do not hesitate to ask questions. As a result of today's speech, we will vote in Telegram channel for the one best project that will have an opportunity to participate in the DAO Launchpad platform. So if projects have some questions, please ask. If not, we will begin our pitch day. Okay, guys, I think you don't have. So the first question, project will be MarsBase, and Olga will tell us about it. So Jean and Arul, I will see you a bit later. And now let's go with MarsBase. Tell us, Olga, what is it? When we will go to the Mars?
Hello, everyone. That's really a pleasure to be here. And let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Olga, and I'm CBDO of MarsBase. So I'm here to help with fundraise, to answer all your questions. I'm helping with partnerships, and I will help you to go to the Mars at the end. So what is MarsBase? MarsBase, it's the first decentralized OTC desk. And you might wonder, why do I need OTC? Well, you don't need it now because you don't have access. And what we are doing, we are providing you with this access with our unique P2P trading tools for a liquid decentralized assets. And we are creating the secondary market for vested assets as well. So let me tell you a little bit more about this. So in market, we have pretty big and obvious problem with liquidity, especially I think in 2022, everyone faced this problem. So as you can see in numbers, only 180 billion liquidity shared by 20,000 coins. So you can imagine the size of it. And 820 billions are shared by the rest of only 15 top coins. So it's pretty big difference, and it creates extremely high slippage. For example, you can go even right now to 1 inch, let's say, and try to sell GMT, for example, let's say 10K, and you will see that you're losing a lot. And I guess no one wants to lose money. So high slippage at the end creates panic sale, and we could see it last year how many projects, just many tokens dumped because of that. When somebody starts to sell big amount, all other users start to panic and sell, and it just dumps. Another problem also, it's paper gains. When you see that you're profiting, but you cannot profit because your assets are locked. So here you can see some more statistic and some more negative things right now, which are all consequences of the market situation. So for entering OTC, you need to normally go through KYC or ML, and I guess in decentralized community, no one's like that. So sometimes people just don't wanna go through KYC because amounts are pretty big to sell. You need to pay taxes, and that's also some losses. Also, many projects are losing in this situation. It's token bumps. And moreover, normally the threshold for entering OTC is pretty high. So with managers, it's gonna be with OTC managers. I mean, it's gonna be more than a few hundreds K. Even with OTC services, it's not gonna be less than 100K. And here we also can see some statistic with the vested assets. So more than 100 billion investments are frozen in vesting, which is also hurting liquidity a lot and has a big impact on it. Because normally it's actually a pretty traditional thing to put this vesting condition normally for 2 years in soft or safe, because this is some security for projects. But this is not very secure for investors, because as I said before, paper gains when you see that you are making a lot of money at the moment, but you cannot profit from it. And sometimes in 2 years, project even doesn't exist, so which also not very good. And here you can also see that we gather some statistic for you to prove our point that 75% of tokens are traded at the seed round price level. And more than 100 investors are investing for around 1.5 years, but normally it's even more than 2 years. And of course, there are many different OTC services, but they don't satisfy market conditions right now. There are centralized services, decentralized services, there are crypto OTC, there are even OTC managers, but there are always some disadvantages. Let's say if it's OTC managers, it's normally extremely expensive. It's also some human nature, because you need to trust the person. He can, at the end, just disappear. Let's not forget it's decentralized space. Centralized OTC services normally entering threshold is extremely high. Also, there are limited amount of tokens you can trade. If you are talking about decentralized, it's high price slippage. Also, there are always some issues with compliance, and most of the tokens you just cannot trade. So here where MarsBase comes. And we are solving all these problems and trying to satisfy market conditions right now and creating our secondary market for every token, for vested tokens, for illiquid tokens, for low, medium cap tokens, for everyone basically. So for trading in OTC market in MarsBase, you don't need to have billions or even thousands. You can enter with any amount. Also, you don't need to go through KYC. Onboarding process is extremely easy. You just need to connect your wallet. Also, it's very low commission for OTC. It's 1% from both sides. So one side pays only 0.5%. And you can also trade, like in the future, you will be able to trade vested assets. So it will be possible for you not wait for 2 years, but profit when you see that you're profiting. And here a little bit more about vested assets. So you can trade your soft, safe, and any staked assets. Basically, we will wrap safe or soft you have in NFT, and you will be able to trade this NFT, either part of it. Like for example, let's say you can sell half of what you have, or you can sell everything you have. It up to you. We will just help, and we will just provide our help with that. Also, this project perfect not only for B2C customers, but also for B2B clients, because because the problems I mentioned before, they're essential for market in general. So let's say why MarsBase is important for DEXs or aggregators. Because right now, if you go to the same 1 inch, you cannot trade illiquid or medium cap assets with a big amount, because there are going to be a price impact and you will lose a lot of money. Sometimes it's even impossible to trade it. And what we are doing, we are integrating with them. We are suggesting partnership, and they're benefiting from. So basically, clients who want to trade in 1 inch, let's say, they will be transferred to MarsBase. They will trade there, and we'll just share the commission, the fee. Also, projects will benefit from us, because I think for every project, this moment when you're launching the token is one of the most important and difficult, especially lately. And MarsBase will help you to avoid this panic sale, price dump, because now people will be able to trade your token in OTC with discount. Also for miners, which cannot, and liquidity providers, which cannot trade big amount of low and medium cap tokens in other sources, they will be able to do it via MarsBase. And the same with projects, they will benefit with the integration from us by sharing fee. And here you can see some results of our B2C pilot campaign here. So you can see what channels did we use, volume, digital metrics, and social medias. I'm not going to pay much attention to it. We will be able to talk about it later, but we gathered all the information, we were checking it, and the model really works. And here a little bit more numbers. Everyone likes statistic. And here 10 billion low liquid trading volume and 1 billion soft trading. So here what I was talking about, how much liquidity just locked invested assets and how it's important we'll be able to trade this liquidity. And we were talking to many projects and everyone admitted that this is the issue and somebody must solve it sooner or later. And sorry, and here you can see our unique tools for market players and our go-to-market strategy. So what was done in last year, it's, as I mentioned, our unique P2P tools, it's part deals, like dynamic and static deals, it's auctions, zero collateral marketplace, so you can put your advertisement that you want to sell specific amount, you can get bids and you don't need to lock your assets, which is pretty essential because not many people trust platforms, but you can see the demand and you can see if there is demand. Also, there is notification system via Telegram and calculators. So in our platform, you can calculate and check if it's more profitable to sell in DEX, in SEX, or in our platform. And it's pretty fair. So it's it doesn't always show you that it's more profitable to sell in MarsBase, don't think so. And here you can see some more plans for the future. In first and second quarter of this year, we're gonna work on referral system, invest in trading protocol, NFT P2P trading, and other features. And there are some more plans for the last of the year. So this is OTC widget for B2B, new types of OTC deals. Now we are having static and dynamic and part deals. And for the end of the year, it's API for OTC services and auto liquidity search. And here you can see how we are attracting users, projects, and what our retention mechanism. So there are some special projects we're gonna launch in this year. It's in a way like education for users because not everyone is as good at crypto as they want to be or they want to seem. So we are helping with that as well. It's OTC educational program. It's much sharing OTC deals via deep links. So you will be able to share with your friends or with your community and profit from it as well. And there is a loyalty program for B2B clients. So you can profit with some special conditions from it, or you can share some profit from your friends. Also, we have some resources for that. It's access to influencers we are working with. It's our warm contacts with projects, medias, and other sources. And of course, we have ambassadors for promoting, for launching, and these ambassadors also want to promote our project. And here you can see what we calculated for our OTC fees. Our business model is very easy, as I said. It's just fees from trading. We are having some more features, but the main source is, of course, fee for trading. So here you can see how it's going to grow. And I guess I need to speed up a little bit. Yeah, so here you can see what conditions. Now we are having seed round. So we are selling 10% of the 10% in equity for 1.5 million. And it's possible to invest in equity or in token, or in equity with the warrant token. So we are actually very flexible in this regards. And we have many benefits for early investors. So first of all, it's reduced commission because OTC is very essential tool you can use in the future. So if it's possible to trade almost without commission, I think it's enormous benefit. It's zero commission for self-trading. So you will be able to trade your vested assets without paying commission. It's also access for private OTC deals. So deals, for example, closed sales of projects, or when somebody wants to sell big amount with the enormous discount, you will be the first who will get access to that. And of course, discount on other OTC services. And here you can see some more information about our token, which we're gonna launch this year. And MarsBase token have some utilities. So by using our token, you will get discounts on OTC deals, access to private OTC deals, payment promo. So basically, we are protecting, and we are having buyback and protection mechanism, which is described in our documentation, and we are providing it to our investors. It's very, very detailed and interesting. We were working on it for a few months. So for protecting the token against dump, against panic sale. And here you can see my contact. For more information, for any partnership, integration, ideas, feedback, we will be happy to hear it. So thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, or if I can show the demo.
Yes, that's I would like to ask you, if you have some demo, it will be more easy for audience to understand what is OTC. Maybe somebody don't know. Yes, if you have some small like video, or you can perform by yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. Okay, can I? Yeah, I can share the screen.
Yes, you can share the screen. So please show us the application, the app. Guys, already like you have already the working application, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
we do.
this is first thing that you should show us.
Okay.
The working application.
Exactly. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yes, we see it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we do have working application. It's it was tested already and it's fully functioning. And here you can see it. So this is pretty user friendly. This is our MarsBase platform. Here you can see all the deals. Here you can see tools how you can sort them, like based on token ranks, offer size, or offer type. As I said, it's either statistic or dynamic, but we will go through it a little bit later. So here you can see different tools as well you can use. So this is best bid, which is basically like auction, and this is marketplace, which works like auction but without locking your assets. So as I said, it's the tool where you can check the demand. You don't need to, you actually even don't need to have your tokens on the wallet. So you can just check if somebody wants to, let's say, buy 100 file coins. You will see that somebody wants. If the price satisfies you, there you can proceed.
Yes.
But I would like to show you some more basic thing. It's how to create an offer. And also I would like our viewers to participate it, because we prepared some discount and some very hot deal. Okay. So if you want to participate, that would be great. Pardon?
Bitcoin for $10,000.
I wish I would participate too. Yeah, here you can see the link, so feel free. And here, let me create an offer. So as I said, it's pretty user-friendly. Here it works like DEX, like any DEX. Yeah, you're choosing the token you want to sell. Let's say GMT. And what you want to get. I want to get USD. So we will put maximum. Here we have like $200 something. And here you're choosing the offer type. So what is the difference between these? This is statistic offer type, and all redeemed parts of offer remain in the smart contract until the conditions are satisfied, until the offer is completed. So for example, you say that unless 50% of your tokens are going to be sold, the offer is not going to be finished, or 100%. So unless these conditions are satisfied, all redeemed parts are staying on your wallet. And dynamic is basically like DEX. So all redeemed parts of offers and then instantly to your wallet. Okay, and let's make it dynamic. Here you can see some more parameters like data time, minimum part, discount, and let's make it 20% for everyone who is watching it right now. And here we can see all the information.
Yes. So guys can go right now and take this like discount, right?
Yeah, right? Actually here I'm just showing you instant arbitrage opportunity, and that's what I was using it for. So right now I'm explaining, but you can see the link and use the opportunity to buy it with 20% of discount. I'm confirming the offer. Here is again all the information, and it takes like 2 steps of approval. So here you're signing your MetaMask.
Beautiful design. Mars.
I didn't create it, but I will tell our developers.
Which volume you have right now on the platform? You have some volumes already? People use your platform?
Yeah, we do have some volumes. People use the platform. So last time we were, the problem is that it's all in smart contracts, so we don't have like the tool which we're checking the statistic of volume. But last time we were checking, and it was 700,000. So
okay, 700,000. Oh, so I need to confirm which blockchain are you using?
So we are using for now we are using Ethereum and BNB, but we are going to go like cross-chain and multi-chain. And yeah, here you can see, well, I'm creator of the offer, so my offer, and here you can see it. So it's pretty hot, minus 20%. So use the opportunity, guys.
Wow, let's go. Who's watching the video, you can go to the website and just took this opportunity, right, and earn some already GMT on the GMT. It's really useful project, I think, because a lot of liquidity, as you mentioned, locked right now. It's couldn't transfer anywhere, right? And Odyssey is a good solution for that. Okay, we a little bit run out of your presentation, Olga. But anyway, it was really wonderful to see you today. Thank you for your performing.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yes. So let's go to the next project, Olga. Again, thank you so much. And Arul, I will add you and your project Buk.Protocol. Am I right?
Right. Buk Technology is the name of the company, but yeah, it's a suite of products. So happy to walk you through all. So great to meet you all. What we are going to talk about is a specific B2C product, consumer-facing product. What we're building is a tokenization platform for hotel room bookings. So what does that mean is every time you make a hotel room booking, we represent that specific booking in form of an NFT. The usual user flow, in case you're not able to make it to a particular planned trip, is that you end up paying cancellation fees and you wait for those refunds to come back for 2 to 6 days. So in our case, because the hotel room booking is actually represented in form of an NFT, that can be resold in an open marketplace, right? So think of it as Expedia and OpenSea merged onto the other, where the Expedia a side of application provides you the hotel booking experience, while the OpenSea side of application provides you the tradability and resellability angle of the application. We're specifically building this for age group of 25 to 35 who are typically traveling a lot, crypto users and digital nomads. They like their plans to be flexible, right? They like their plans to be fluid. They love to stay in a place, they like the place, they want to stay there for 2 more days and move their plans around. But the travel industry as such always penalizes them for this specific behavior, and this is the segment which has the maximum wallet share percentage towards travel compared to any previous generation that ever existed, right? And so those are the specific problems that we're trying to solve, largely around cancellation fees that they get incurred because of the fluidity in the plans. Second is the currency conversion as they travel, and also the refunds that they have to receive, because in case of conventional channels, there are about 3 parties involved, right? You have the OTA or the online travel agent who has to approve it, you have the hotel, and then you have the bank. All 3, by the time it approves, it's about anywhere between 2 to 6 days. And in some cases, you keep checking whether it actually came or not, and there's a possibility that you miss out on that refund as well. And that's exactly why we're tokenizing hotel room bookings, so that it becomes buyable, sellable, resellable, and tradable. Now, from a user journey perspective, cancellation is no longer the only parameter that you're looking at, right? So today you would be seeing how many of them have X percentage cancellation, free cancellation, or otherwise. Now that's not the what you would be looking at. You have a new option of reselling the hotel room instead of canceling it. And all the refunds that would happen on chain, which means that when you click on the cancel button, exactly at the same as part of the same transaction, you would get back the refund as well on chain. And just like on OpenSea, creators get a royalty out of every NFT of theirs that gets traded. In our case, because hotels are the creators of this inventory of these hotel rooms, hotels also get incentivized whenever their hotel room is actually getting transacted, right? Now, something as simple as reselling of hotel rooms seems like a very small user hack, but the moment you're able to tokenize this, kind of unlocks a whole financial market around hospitality industry, right? Hospitality industry is $1 trillion industry, out of which $450 billion is online booking. That's a market that we're trying to tap into. And we know by, I'm guessing majority of the people here are crypto users. They're speculative in nature. They know how to flip. So you know that if you buy a room in Times Square 31st of December, way back in June, you could actually sell it at a higher price come close the date. Or in Singapore, you buy it for the F1 race that comes up this year. I believe the prices went up to $1,200 per night, right? So there is a speculative angle that happens there, and we expect them to actually kickstart the flywheel of demand and supply on both sides. And later, we also expect that travel agents who have better understanding of how this industry operates, where are the peak seasons, where are off-peak seasons, what kind of price is a customer willing to pay, etc., they would also start joining the bandwagon and actually becoming liquidity providers, right, on demand and on supply side. And because it's being built at a protocol level, there are no geographical boundaries. So currently, if a travel agent sitting out of New Zealand wants to access inventory from Norway, he has to make at least 3 or 4 jumps. He has to talk to the regional distributor, ASEAN distributor, and so on. That's how the flow of inventory actually goes. In this case, because it's a flat structure, he can directly access the hotel inventory over the blockchain. So instead of seeing it as middlemen getting cut, it's actually increasing their ability to distribute inventory across larger geographical boundaries. So that's how we see something as small as large as $1 trillion to explode at least 3 times the size of it, the same way that we've seen other markets explode when you have a secondary market created around a particular asset class. Now, what we're building is exactly what you see in the black box over here, which is the Buk.Protocol, right? Think of Buk.Protocol as the underlying layer, which is going to capture all the availability, reservation, and inventory related information, which will basically capture for each date how many rooms are available, how many room types are available for a particular hotel. And because we are tokenizing inventory, there are a suite of products that we can build on top of it using the tokenized model, right? And one of the first platforms that is obviously required is a booking platform where people can book a hotel room. Now, the way that the architecture is being built and the open APIs are being built, tomorrow, if Expedia comes and says that, guys, I love what you're doing with tokenized inventory model, they can use the same APIs and start using this inventory on their application, right? So can anyone else. So that's how the layer is built, right? So for an example, think of how Bitcoin protocol works, right? None of us actually directly interact with the Bitcoin protocol. We interact with Bitcoin via Coinbase wallet or Trust wallet, and that's the interface that you use. So similarly, you will use something like a booking engine or any other application to access this underlying Buk.Protocol to transact on top of it. So to start with, we are building what you see on the top left side, which is the booking platform, which is called as Buk.Trips.com, right? So we're going to be launching this in the next 3 weeks. Which will have 1 million properties on day one, because we've already partnered with Expedia for that. Now, how this works is that on the left side, you will see how hotels operate. Hotels actually use ERP systems on their application, in their ecosystem, which tracks how much inventory is available for what dates. And this inventory is provided to the likes of Booking.com, Expedia, via APIs. So we tap into the same API, it feeds into the Buk.Protocol, and Buk.Protocol in turn feeds into the booking engine, which is Buktrips.com, which is your box that you're seeing around, display inventory via booking engine, right? when someone actually clicks on book now, they pay for a particular room night combination. That's when the NFT actually gets minted. Once that NFT is getting minted, the entire value chain of what happens to that particular room is represented in form of that NFT. So either you can go and stay on that particular date, on that particular night in that particular hotel, or if you're not able to travel, you can actually resell it in an open marketplace, right? And on the date of check-in, whoever is holding that NFT has to provide their name and validate that they are holding the NFT, and that they can actually check in into that hotel, right? Now, if the hotels choose to accept crypto, the transaction will go via smart contract directly, immediately into their wallets. If not, we convert it into fiat and deposit it into their bank accounts, right? Now, if you see on the right side, the usual question that we get is, how complex is it? Is it easy for a Web 2 user to use or a Web 3 user to use, and so on? So the image that you see on the right side, I'm not able to zoom here, but what that shows on the right side is that someone bought it at $155. He's telling that he's willing to sell it at a $212, right? So he just clicks on list for sale. Now, on the left side, you would see that for that specific room night combination, user is getting two options. One, it calls as $234, which is the white oval shaped button, and then you have the blue oval shaped button, which is the marketplace option. So the user can choose whether they want to buy it directly from the hotel or from the marketplace. Now, whether it will be less or more than what the hotel is willing to sell is completely based on market dynamics, right? Based on the demand supply that takes care. Might be you don't want to lose money, you sell it lower than the price. Might be you believe that you can flip it for a higher price, you try to flip it. That's how it will happen. Now, the revenue model, the way that we work is that we have two large revenue streams. One is the booking fee, which is 5%. Every time someone mints that NFT, we take a 5% of the transaction value. And every time that the trade happens, again, we take a 3% of that secondary market trade that happens. In addition, the buyer will also be paying 1% to the hotel, because that's the hotel's commission that goes. And also 1% goes to either the platform or the first buyer, right? So the first person who clicked on direct buy, buying from the hotel, he perpetually keeps getting 1% until the end of that, until the check-in that actually happens, right? That's to make sure that people actually buy the hotel inventory first before the marketplace inventory, and there is a higher revenue assurance from a hotel perspective. There is a cancellation fee that we are applying, but that is more of a retention mechanism or a dissuasion mechanism, so that people try to resell rather than canceling, because that option will always be available. From where we are currently, we've already partnered with about 50 hotels in the US, in India, in Germany, and also in Thailand, in Phuket, with multiple properties, right? We've also partnered with Expedia Group. Just about 3 hours back, we finally got their validation sign-off that our platform is ready to go live. So the sign-off is completed. So on day one, we would have 1 million properties of Expedia available on our platform. In addition, there are multiple other applications that work in the space called aggregators or channel manager solutions. So we also are partnering with them so that we integrate all the hotels who are using their applications directly onto our system, right? So as we go deeper and deeper, closer and closer to the hotel, the margin improves, but the technical complexity around integration increases, which is why we're starting with Expedia and later we keep going closer to the hotel. The marketplace, it's quite a competitive space. In the last 3-4 months, there are multiple startups who have come up with Web3 travel. There were a few startups which started off much earlier as well. In the 2017-18, they launched ICO, but the token is obviously, like most ICO tokens, they are not actually performing that great. But the differentiator that I would call is from a team perspective, let me just jump to this slide. From a team perspective, me and my co-founder have a lot of experience around blockchain, around enterprise technology, and around consumer businesses and building large-scale applications, and also travel, tech, and hospitality, right? So we work with the brands like KPMG, Tata, Accenture Consulting, and also in other blockchain spaces. So we probably have this unique combination of blockchain plus enterprise plus travel tech, which is not very often that you come across. So it's quite a large industry, and we do expect that we clock in about $100 million in the next 4 to 5 years or so, right? We're specifically targeting NFT communities because the way that our discount module works is that if there is a particular partner NFT available in the wallet our system automatically identifies it and issues a discount to that user. So just about yesterday or 2 days back, we partnered with Polygon Punks. Yesterday, we reached out to Billionaire Zombie Club. Both of them already have a reach of about 25,000 community, right? So that's how we're reaching out to more and more users so that they can actually add utility to the PFPs, which otherwise is a difficult thing to actually have, because there are hundreds of PFP projects but no utility, but a strong community. So we're capitalizing on the community and adding utility to those, right? And in addition, we're also partnering with a lot of crypto events and conferences that are happening, trying to onboard ourselves as a travel partner so that every time someone books a ticket for a crypto event, they would get an option of booking a hotel room on our platform as well. And similarly, we are going to launch certain referral and marketing campaigns, which we know works excellent on in the crypto space. And also we're waiting for capitalizing on the travel influencers and Instagram's new feature, which has digital collectibles, how we can integrate some of these. Those are some of the functionalities that we're working on. Where we are right now, like I mentioned, we're going to be launching the product in the next 3 to 4 weeks. We just now received a sign off from Expedia. Now we're going to start off with closed beta and make sure that all the UI related, there are a few bugs which we're trying to fix, right? So come end of February or first week of April, you will be able to make your booking on Buk.Trips.com. You will be able to pay using crypto directly via MetaMask, and you will get on-chain refunds right from day one with 1 million properties available, all powered by Expedia. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very okay, good idea. And as you mentioned, you have already the working MVP, or you integrate a service in this application.
We have the product itself. The product will be live in the next 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I got it. Some like simple questions from our community, but anyway, it's interesting. So how can an NFT buyer cancel his trip? Only by selling on the market on his own, or?
Yeah. So the NFT has the reselling is the first priority, right? You can resell it. Now the obvious question is, what if there is no one to buy it? In which case you always have the fallback option of cancellation, which is similar to what Expedia or Booking.com, etc. offers, where you might lose out on some money and you get the rest of it back, right? That's a fallback option. The main option is we want you to resell so that there is a marketplace that gets created.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's another question about like payments. When you mentioned about cryptocurrency, you mentioned like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Are you talking about like USDT? I mean stable coins, but because in commercial using more like stable coins, right? People using more even like bank cards.
Correct. So to start off with, we are using only stable coins, which is only USDC, but we would be integrating with 2 different service providers, one for ramps, so that they can swipe credit card and directly buy an NFT directly from there. And the third party provider basically takes care of converting into USDC and depositing it into our accounts. And the other thing that we are also doing is partnering with a liquidity provider to whom Bitcoin can go, and that gets converted into USDC and gets deposited into our account. So from a user perspective, they can use probably the top 100 cryptocurrencies anytime. Based on liquidity that is available, the market prices will get defined, and they can swipe the credit card as well over time. But to start off with, like the initial launch, we are going ahead with USDC via MetaMask. And I think the question was, can it completely replace fiat in tourism? I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, right? It's too much of a wishful thinking. Tourism is like a 3-4 trillion industry. Tourism overall, right? Hospitality is 1 trillion. I doubt cryptocurrency can completely replace it. CBDCs will definitely take a large percentage of at least the online booking, but definitely not be replaced.
Okay. Good answer. Thank you so much, Earl. The next one. Like which country should I go in order? Yes, you mentioned the United States, India, Germany, Thailand.
Yeah. So right from day one, like I mentioned, we would have all the inventory that Expedia offers. So any country that Expedia has inventory for will be available on our platform. So it is global. Whichever city that you want to, you will get inventory availability. You don't need to plan for any particular country or city. That said, when we go deeper, closer to the hotel, GTM is to go in the Middle East market, the Dubai market, largely because the hoteliers already understand crypto NFT. There is a lot of travel that crypto folks do to Dubai. So that's a market where we're going to go deeper. But from a user perspective, they come into the platform, they will have the option of whatever Expedia offers will be available on our platform.
Yeah, amazing. I love the project. It's pretty useful, Yeah, one of the most interesting interaction rates, so implementation in Web3, the mass adoption that will be really useful for people. Arul, thank you so much for the presentation. Yes,
sure.
You want to say something?
No, I was just saying that our focus has always been around how do you make NFT technology real, right?
Yes, NFT might make sense.
And build something as it makes sense. Exactly. So that's what we're trying to do. And, it's great that the ecosystem is able to support this kind of change right now itself. So it's very interesting. Thank you, Rick, for the opportunity, and thank you everyone for your
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Okay, we will go to the next our Pitchday, next project. Gene will explain something about games. So we coming from infrastructure to some plain turn games to entertainment, the things that people really love, right? So let me find your presentation. You shared already, right?
Yeah, I'll share it now.
Okay. Yes, I see it. Okay,
you can see it now, right?
Yeah, so right now we will take a look for the short video presentation of the game, right?
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get started. Wow, I love this design. Yes, all of these kind of things look really underground. So tell us about it. What is it?
So I will share another slide now. It's I'll get you to approve it. Okay, so this is the pitch. Okay, is it now? Okay, great.
Yes, we can.
Right. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Jen from KryptoFighters. Currently, I'm the CMO of KryptoFighters, and I'm overseeing all the marketing activities. I think we got a few of our community's members here. So greetings to our community members, and also to the DAO Hunters members, and also hi to you, Rick. And this is our project, KryptoFighters. But before we begin, let me ask a question to all of you guys. Do you guys like playing games? Because I myself love playing games, especially games from the 90s that have those pixelated graphics, which feels nostalgic. But is all type of games a great fit to blockchain? Well, the answer here is no. From our research, to have a long product life in the space, your games need to truly utilize blockchain technology. It has to solve something, right? Games with a variety of NFTs have high collectible feeling, like card games, are a perfect fit for Web3 games, because people use blockchain technology to show ownership with NFTs and trade with each other transparently. But the problem with these game genre is that it's a niche market that has high learning curve and complexity, so it's hard to onboard general gamers. So we as KryptoFighters are on a mission to resurrect the 90s pixel art with the most innovative battle strategy crypto game. As you guys seen in the trailer, our game is 2D pixelated game, and it's a strategy turn-based game. I really love the graphics from our project, because I'm also from the 90s, and I played a lot of games in the 90s, like those pixelated games, and this really brings back memories, and it's really is nostalgic. So let's take a look at what most GameFi went wrong, right? We can sum it up to 3 points. Upon research, we know that first point is the incompatibility of Web3 game design. The product has low collectible traits and gameplay variety. Secondly, it's the high learning curve, as mentioned earlier. And lastly is the inexperienced team. So why KryptoFighters? It's because first to tackle the first GameFi problems, which is the incompatibility, we will have an endless strategic gameplay patterns and a variety of NFT asset that is high in collectible traits. Secondly is we will focus on mass adoption by onboarding all type of gamers, because the card game market is niche, as I said in the introduction. We simplify the user journey to make it easy for any type of gamers to join. And on top of that, we will offer a free-to-play version to onboard Web2 gamers, which, as you know, is a huge and growing market. I think right now it's all about just bridging the Web2 games to the Web3 blockchain and just lowering that entry barrier. But also keep in mind that when I say simplifying user journey, it doesn't mean lowering game mechanics. Our game contents and mechanics are deep to the point that player can enjoy our endless strategy gameplay. And lastly, we have a well-balanced and experienced team. When I say the team, let me just introduce you guys to our founders and our leaders. On the most left here, you have our CEO, Mr. Jesada. He has 10-year experience in software development and also work in top fintech firms. The person in the middle here is Mr. Nat. He's our CPO. He contributed to as a director to AAA games projects like Gwent the Witcher, Bounty Brawl, and also an animation movie on Netflix. And the person on the most right here, Mr. Pongwood, or in other words, we call him Mr. Woody. He's our CTO. And he's also an owner of Multiverse Experts company, which has been acquired by Foxconn, making them a unicorn company. And as of now, we are in a strategic partnership with Multiverse Experts. So they help us handle all the blockchain implementations and the development on the blockchain side. For the game features, I know if you are a gamers, you also want to know a lot about the game features, what's in it for KryptoFighters. So as mentioned earlier, we have an endless battle strategy because there are so many variations of NFT inside our game, and each with its own unique skills, abilities, and roles in the game. So there is no single strategy or pattern to win. We actually have like 8 class, over 100 skills. We also have like mechanics like ultimate skills that has just been added. And in our game, you can also upgrade your NFTs by your playstyle. So this actually creates a value for NFTs, right? When other people come and check the OpenSea, they don't have to, just buy NFT that is starting from zero. They can actually, cut corners, buy some NFT that is already strong, that has been put to sell by other sellers. So I think that's really good. So you can choose, the NFTs in our game that has been put to sell. Do you want like damage or utility? That's all up to you. There's also coaching and fusion system. Coaching is similar to breeding, but we also have NFT fusion to bring back the NFTs to control the inflations. To burn back the NFTs to control the inflation in long run. Fusion acts similar to breeding. In breeding, you need 2 master fighters, and then you breed 1 extra fighters, right? But in fusion, you have two masters, and then that 2 master will fuse to create another fighter's NFT. But in return, the 2 master will be burned, right? Okay, and and this is our metaverse. You see, a lot of metaverse lately that's been popping up. This all 3D with great graphics, but we just want to differentiate our metaverse from other projects. And just to keep the concept of 2D pixelated graphics, we decided to make some things for change. So we decided to make the metaverse 2D pixelated and side scrolling, just to bring back those nostalgic feelings of the gamers in the 90s. And in our metaverse, players can buy land, they can buy estates, they can build estates like hospital, gyms, or tournament stadiums, and they can generate long-term revenue. There'll also be a marketplace, so players can in-game marketplace, in-game NFT marketplace, where players can easily put their NFT ups for trades or also their items up for trade, or they can purchase some of the items or NFTs from these marketplaces. The faction war is one of the social elements that we want to highlight. We know that gamers or Web3 users, they like to socialize, they like to interact with each other. That's why upon the game launch, you have to select sides in our game. Select the sides and the faction that you want to be in, and work together as a team to beat the opposing faction. So I think this will be another interesting features that will come into the game. And for market analysis, as you can see, the top 10 games in Web3 originally are strategy games, which is a strong fit to the market. And the token price that can withstand the test of time. So that's why in a product position, you can see that games which are high in complexity has a long lifespan. Games like Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained, Splinter War, Splinterlands. But games that has low complexity, they have short lifespan. So in our project, we will have a decent level of complexity while having deep game mechanics and also high user accessibility. This allows us to onboard more users, as I mentioned earlier, that we are looking to do a mass adoption between the Web 2 games and to come to the Web 3. And here right now we are at the game economy. Game economy is also important if we want to be a sustainable project. So we have three tokens. KF as a government's token on the most left here, and we have a JAB and Grid, which is our it's our in-game currency token. And also we will deploy our JAB token probably somewhere around next week, just to give out rewards as our community members. So I think that's one of the good news to break here. The game flow here is simple. Player use their NFT fighters to battle in PvP or PvE mode. After the battle, they earn JAB, which they can choose to upgrade their fighters or trade to KF. And to control the inflations, player can trade JAB to KF once per day inside our marketplace. The value of JAB to KF will be the demand of KF on that specific day. And our revenue model is also coming from a lot of revenue streams. So in other projects, maybe you have players staking the token, or they make transaction and they take commissions from those kind of transaction. Of course, we have those kind of revenue streams too. But on top of that, because as you can see in the slides here, there'll also be free-to-play users, and there'll also be watching ads. So another revenue streams that are coming to the project will be we've got projects up in AdSense, so that Google can rent some of our space, and once there's advertisers coming in, we can generate ad revenue from that also. And this is our tokenomics. So you can see the tokenomics distribution. The funds that we get will be used for to develop the project, and also for marketing activities. And the thing I want to highlight here is currently we have raised 200K in seed round and 100K in NFT sales, selling out 2,000 NFTs inside our website without the help from other marketplace platform. And I think that's a really great achievement for a project that is just starting out like ours. And for the vesting schedule, the thing I want to highlight here is that we lock the team token for 12 months, and we provide 10% liquidity to prevent volatility to price. Because our investor or people who invested in our project are our top priority. We will try our best to protect and grow the actual investment. That is why we believe in the sustainability of the project, so we lock the team token for 12 months. And currently our NFT can withstand the test of time. The floor price is still strong at the same price as initially offered, with only 4% listed in OpenSea, even in this bear market. So I think that's also one of the other great achievements. Our community is also strong. We know that community breaks or makes a project. That's why we have many events and activities for community to be a part of making the game. And also we host AMA once every 2 weeks to just talk and interact with our Havernance. Havernance is actually a term that we use to call our community members. And also, we started off as 0, and now I think we have come a long way. we currently have 36,000 members in Discord through constant marketing, and we are actively growing. And also, just to break the news to you guys again, in DAO Hunters Pitching Day first here. Next week, we'll probably have some kind of event that's leading to the closed alpha version of the game. So when you talk about closed alpha version of the game, you want to know the roadmap to our project. And last year, we formed a team, we built our community from scratch, and also worked very hard to release our MVP version of the game, which is the alpha test. And right now, with the feedback and suggestions that we got from the community, this quarter, we are working all hard on revamping the skills and updating the game, which that is already done. And right now, we're just finding the right timing to release our closed alpha version of the game somewhere within next week with some of the events and marketing activities. And next quarter, we will be, there'll be the token launch, and quarter 3 will be the PvP launch and free-to-play launch. And lastly, we will, finish off the year with launching our metaverse in Q4. And here, last but not least, currently, our project has been partnering up with multiple guilds and projects just to onboard, a lot of users when we actually launch the game. There's a total of 36 partners. This includes, strategic partners, not including guilds like Chainlink or Buk.Protocol. There, offers NFT rental platforms. And also, partnering up with a lot of media partners that can help us, spread out news. And also, the community task here, they have just won, Best Launchpad Awards. And their, CEO is also our advisor. So I'm pretty sure that, we're working hard to develop the project. And I'm pretty sure that it'll probably end up somewhere in Mars, if not on the moon. So, yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jin. You're really popular in our comments. A lot of people like, Jin, let's go to the moon. Really popular. One of the main questions that I would like to ask you about, like, we met each other in Ton event, right?
Yeah.
So do you have some plans to move or launch in open network? Or
yeah. So that day, I went to listen at the Ton network, and I just knew that they are same team from Telegram. So that's really some amazing stuff. And then what they're trying to implement is that, in WeChat, you can actually make payments straight from the app. And they're doing something similar like that to the NFTs. So, of course, if we get a chance, we get a great support from the Tons team, we will be more than happy, and this to do some cross-chain or maybe, just migrate to the chain. But as of now, right now, we are deployed in Polygon. Yeah.
Okay. One of the most famous, like, playing for play-to-earn games blockchain, Polygon right now, and BNB chain. So one of the questions that coming through our comments and participants on the participants audience today, do you have the game already? Can we play already?
Yeah. We have like the MVP version, but right now it's being taken away just to make some update and changes to the game, because we have the skill revamping that's coming. And right now we already finished the skill revamping and the updates. And next week we'll release the game, the alpha closed version of the game for the communities to play.
Yeah. So we will have some like tests playing, like pre-demo. That's good. Okay, you found it already. You mentioned you have already collaborations with communities. I think it's Robbie. Yes.
Yeah, Robbie. You know him too?
Yes, I know Robbie. So you found it already, or from Polygon? Why decided to go to Polygon?
Oh, sorry?
I mean, you found it, you raised already from them, or like from Polygon, or?
Oh, no, yeah. We just have the support from their marketing team and also from the dev team. But we haven't, raised anything from Polygon. But we just saw that, Polygon is an upcoming chain with, low transaction fee and fast transaction. That's why, we decided to deploy Polygon.
Okay, that will be the last question. As you're like a fan of all of the games, right? You play in yourself, you create the games, you probably buy NFTs, sell NFTs, tokens. So what is your favorite NFT?
Oh, my favorite NFT? Probably right. Yeah, right now would be KryptoFighters.
Yes, that's it. Yes, cool. Okay. Okay, Jim, thank you so much for the presentation. It was fun. I enjoy really the comments. Thank you. Some of your guys, some of teams from your team, some guys from your team came. Yes, they just like boom, boom, make some noise here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, Jin, again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah. So guys, audience, our followers, thank you for your listening or watching the video. We hope to see you on the next pitch day. It will happen in February. So keep keep updated and keep in touch. I'll see you next time. Bye.